Got a mosquito bit my leg. Alright. Quick little video here. I will miss this loaner car. Didn't really quite like it driving back from Orlando the first day, but actually it's a very good car. I would for sure in a heartbeat buy one for a spare vehicle, SUV wise, if I didn't have, not if I didn't have a vehicle at all, I wouldn't get one of these, but I would get one of these as like a spare vehicle. It's actually really nice. I haven't really made a video yet talking about everything, but I mean the plastic's still on here. That's how new it is. 2,000 miles. Pretty good on gas. It says 28 miles to the city, or to the gallon in the city. I was kind of ragging on it. I mean, I put it in sharp mode. Most I'm guessing sharp mode. It says SI mode. Maybe it's not. I don't know. They both say SI mode. So I'm assuming that's slow. That's supposed to be a little faster because I noticed the RPMs go up higher when you have it on that. So I have put on that and kind of floored it and played around with the paddle shifters. It is fun. I mean, it's a slow car, but it does get up and go. It's all right. But the seats are great. It's very comfortable. My back does not hurt riding in here. It's very roomy. I mean, it's actually a very nice car. I think it's ugly with the wheels it has on it. I think it should have different stock wheels or whatever, factory wheels. I think the wheels that come on this are absolutely horrible. And this is the limited version, so this is like this is not the base. But I like it. I like the whole, cruise control, how it'll stop if there's a car in front of you. I mean, all the little gadgets. It's pretty nice car. But anyways, get back to it. There's a spider or something in here. So basically, about 4 or 5 days ago, actually about 5 days ago, I text the girl, the dealership, asking her what was going on. She said, oh, she forgot. The guy actually showed up, the appraisal guy, I call it, or claims person. Not appraisal, claims person showed up. You gonna race, bitch? Just joking. Showed up about 2 hours after I left. So she hadn't heard anything back yet, so I took it upon myself to call Fidelity, which is the warranty company I had up until today. Actually, today was the last day it's expired. It's worth having to pay the $20 extra a month, man, when you get the car to get the extended warranty. I honestly wish I would have... See, that's what bugs me. This shit went off. I hate that. That scared me when it died on me. I forgot to turn that little crap off. So, I wish I would have honestly extended it to the 5 years instead of 4 years. I should have done that. But you live and you learn. You know, at least I got something out of it, or I would have had to pay a pretty penny. Basically, she hadn't heard anything, so I called Fidelity. The guy that I was supposed to deal with, or that was my adjuster, claims person, was actually the guy that they connected me to, which is really weird. And as I was on hold, the exact same time I was on hold, the same song that was playing in my work was playing on the phone on hold. And it was like a second delay, and it was George Michael, which it was really weird, and it was like freaking me out. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. So, guy was really nice. He didn't really give me a reason. He said he was just waiting for the dude that went out there that Monday to hear something back from him, and he was the one taking forever. So he checked his emails, and he put me on hold for about 10 minutes, and he said, all right, everything's approved. You're good to go. I'll put in something for the repairs to be done. I'm like, oh, awesome. So I text her back, and I say, hey, everything's repaired, or going to be covered. She goes, really? She goes, even though O2 sensor? I said, well, he didn't say no. So she calls back 2 days later, or a day later, texts me, says, hey, they're not covering the O2 sensor. I'm like, you know what? Freaking ridiculous. So I called them back, asking why. They said because there was no code or check engine light proving, even in the history, when the guy, the mechanic I've been dealing with, went into the history, whatever I did with the access port, when I deleted the code, cleared the code, there was nothing. There was nothing in there that ever showed the code. He believed me. The mechanic, obviously, he knew about it because I have his private number, and he's the one that told me what to do, what it was. And the chick believed me. But this guy, which I understand where they're coming from, that you had to prove, that they can't just pay out $500 for sensor and labor. They gotta see proof of it. I understood it. I still was pissed off with it. I explained what happened. He didn't care about, I was told I was to delete the code because I live so far away. I was getting really bad gas mileage, and I had no cruise control. He didn't give a crap. And yes, I didn't need cruise control, but me, I don't want to drive around with the check engine light. I would have done it for 3 days if I knew that's what was going to happen, but I drove and it never, actually it was 4 days I drove and nothing ever popped back on. So I hung up, I texted her, she was real apologetic, and I told her it wasn't her fault, and which it wasn't, and she said if anything in the future comes up, she'll do what she can to help. And she's a real sweet service advisor. I mean, she just got a brand new STI white. She's awesome. So I said, well, let me just get the part myself. I'll install the O2 sensor. So I text the mechanic and ask him to text me the actual part number, make sure I'm getting the right thing. I'll find it online cheaper than $340, and I'll do it myself. He said he would. I never heard anything back. So I get a call today. This is like 5 days after I got the know about the O2 sensor. They were just going to cover the racking. By the way, the racking issue was internal failure. Now, I was hit right when I got my car on that side 2 weeks after I got my car, and this started around that time. I was hit at like 10 miles an hour. I don't know if that had something to do with it. I don't know, but this clicking noise or thumping when I'm at a stopped area turning to the right, it's done that since almost the day I got my car. So I don't know what caused it. I don't know if it was the accident or what, but it's fixed. She called me and says that she did something with the sensor where she went ahead and had them replace it because they told me to clear the code, and she said she went in there and adjusted it, and they paid the $500 for it. I couldn't thank her enough. I mean, all said and done, I don't know, I haven't seen the paper yet, but I'm sure it's going to be anywhere from $3,500 to $4,000 damages wise with labor and parts. So yeah, I wouldn't have been happy about that. That would have been on a credit card, and yeah, I'm not like that. So, and really, I don't even know if I would have paid it. I probably would have just said screw it, and I would have traded it in for another car. For another WRX or an STI. Probably an STI, because I owe so less on my car now, so little, that I could probably get an STI base model for around $400 a month, and I probably should do that, or I would like to do that, but I just don't want to have a payment. And I like the car, I like the sound and everything. And I know I want it because of that awesome transmission, but I mean, after all, is it worth it getting a whole nother car for the rumble and for the transmission? I mean, I don't know. I still want one. I still love them. I still think that the WRX should come from the factory, how stage 1 is, inmate performance. I still feel it's too slow. I think I would have been really happy with it. Here's me flooring it. Hold on. This is slow. Incredible fast. That's sarcasm, by the way. I mean, if I would have got a WRX, or excuse me, an STI, same difference, I guess, in a way, I probably would have been definitely happy. Stock factory. I mean, 270 to the wheels that's plenty for me. I mean, then you get a tune, you're close to 280, 290 to the wheels. I mean, that's a decent amount of power for a light car. But I got bills, and I got to be realistic, so it's just the way it is. But I have a car, everything's fixed on it. I only have 46,000 miles in my car that's 4 years old, so I'm just gonna I got powertrain left warranty, so that's all that matters. And they're so cool there. I think if something was to happen that wasn't under warranty, I think they would hook me up. I would probably have to pay half of whatever it is. I do wish I would have got my clutch done before this happened. This turned into a 10-minute video. I'm sorry. I'm ending it out right now. I wish I could have got my clutch done, but I didn't want to push it because this guy, you would have to prove to him that the clutch was slipping, and set the Fidelity, whatever the people wanted proof of everything. I mean, my luck, in a month down the road, the damn thing will probably start slipping. But I don't launch it anymore. I don't get up on it. I mean, I do get up on it, but I don't rag on it hard. So if I'm lucky, I'll get another year, 2 years out of the clutch. And when it starts giving me problems, I'm just going to go with an aftermarket clutch that's stronger. And then I'll pay the dealership to install it. I mean, I don't think it's, I'd rather have them install it than this dog, than me pay them for the OEM one plus labor. It's just that's how they get off and charge. They make their money on labor and their service stuff. So I'm not sure if they get paid on commission or how that works, but I mean, when you charge $500 to do spark plugs, 4 spark plugs, and the spark plugs are like $30, I'm just saying, it's a little expensive, Subaru, but I'm gonna do those myself as soon as I get my car back. So I've already gotten the spark plugs in. So just gotta take out the battery tray. That side's done, and then when you got the passenger side, it's the you unbolt the ECU, flip it up, and then you got I think the intake part of it's got to be removed, and then you got those two. I'll do that myself. I'm not horribly too bad, but I'm a little. I got a little bit of skill where I can do oil changes and certain things if I had to, which I do those anyways. But I'm not gonna pay them $500 to do the spark plugs. It's just ridiculous. But I definitely don't know how to do the clutch, and I'm not gonna pretend I know how to do the clutch. So I did the clutch with an old friend on my old car. That was on the SRT, and that was easy, but I'm not even going to attempt to do the clutch on this car. But that's it. Thanks for checking in. This channel, like usual, is about concert videos when concerts start going again. Me playing guitar a little bit, family videos, Disney, which we don't do that really anymore, and there's my house, and what was it? Car videos, and some I'm into collectibles and stuff like that too. So a little bit of everything. It's just for fun. Peace. Wear your seatbelts.